Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another video. We can see the market had a correction, has been pretty sideways, like we discussed. We want to have a pump, and then we need some kind of correction, and then we need another pump. That's what's gonna make everybody very, very happy, very, very bullish. The next resistance has to come and play around 50,900. That is gonna be a very, very interesting place. You can even count it at 51, 50,000. This is gonna be a very, very key zone for us to be breaking out. If we look at the volume right now in 4 hours, the volume is not as much as we had before in the past. And now we get into our crypto bubbles. We can clearly see that Luna went massively up and it's trading beautifully right now. Looks amazing as well. We can see it went from $93 to almost $106. Had a beautiful breakout. We told you guys Luna and Rune, AVAX, Solana, and some Phantom, some other coins as well are going to be our favorite for this pump. And we can clearly see that we had a very good upside here. Overall looks amazing. Even in the week went up about 10%. We had made a new all-time high, but it's almost about $2 difference apart, and that's not much a difference. We would expect maybe $30-40 would be an amazing sign for us. I think everybody would get very, very happy with that. Now we get into Rune. We can clearly see Rune went in 1 day time frame from $10 to almost $11. Looks amazing, had a very good bullish upside, and now it's been consolidating in the zone. We can still expect it to go to $13. And overall, if we look at the market, we have some coins that are red, some coins that are green. Overall, the market is in good balance. We would expect after a pump some kind of correction to be coming, and all of these signs look very, very healthy for us. So we would ideally want to be very happy in a situation like this and hopefully carry on in a situation where market keeps pumping. Now we get into our greed. We can clearly see we are at 56 level. Yesterday we went all the way up to 60 levels. This was the first time we break out into 60 levels, which was a very, very good sign for us. Overall, if you look at the situations here, we are still even Stevens. A lot of people are feeling maybe bearish or bullish, but overall, if we look at the market, and especially in block trades, most of the market right now is about 60% bullish. And even if you want to see global data, we can see we're quite even Stevens right now. 49.50 is almost the same, not much difference. If you want to see the market sentiments, we can clearly see the funding rate is kind of going negative, but overall the situation is all right. Even Stevens right now. And even if you want to see the gate holdings and global holdings, the money amount looks very, very interesting, looks very, very good, looks very, very healthy. The market sentiments also on each coin, especially Bitcoin and Ethereum, look quite neutral, not much action going on. We can only see sell on waves, because waves, as we saw, went up 58%. I'm not a big fan of waves, that's why I don't advise waves. Now we get into startup. We can clearly see Animal Concert is going to be starting in about 1 hour 41 minutes. The startup is going to be finishing, and then we're going to be expecting some kind of trading to be starting on the exchange very, very soon. Then we also have Karamaverse that is going to be starting in about same time as Animal Concerts. Then we have LMR that's going to be starting at the same time. All of these coins are pretty good. And then we have a new contender today, that is Galatasaray fan token. I know Galatasaray is a very big football club from Turkey, and it has a lot of potential, and definitely it's going to be a very good important point if you want to get it. We have got in AS Roma, we've got Juventus, we got Man City, and now we also have Galatasaray coming in as well. Meta Influence is going to be finishing in about 22 hours. This started, so this is your time to get into it. We discussed that this coin is going to be very, very good. Meta Influence has to be making some kind of big waves very, very soon. Then we have Mechamorphin that I also expect to be very, very big project, because it's an ARPG game based in the meta universe, so definitely it's going to be big as well. Then we have Omimiz that we discussed as well. We still have some time, about 10 minutes here, 40 minutes here before the startup starts. And now we want to see that how are the coins going to be performing right now. We can see that these coins are going to be starting very, very soon. LMR is going to be starting in 4 hours. Galatasaray is going to start here in 5 hours, and then we have Animal Concert starting in 5 hours as well. Overall, if you look at the coins, we can clearly see that DEU's finance went up 2,456%, still pumping and still doing pretty much. One Earth we had invested in a few weeks ago is still up 10%. Yesterday's pump in Bitcoin and Ethereum brought a lot of upside in other coins as well, especially our DGen coins. They are performing really, really well. So I'm going to put my link in the description below. All you have to do is click on the link, joingate.io, use my referral code, earn rewards, airdrops. You're going to get plenty of action there. So I hope you like it, and don't forget to get into the startups. Just a few hours left. It's going to get very, very interesting very, very soon. Now let's get back into our charts, because there's not much news for us today. News is just surrounding all the FUD that is happening around the war. We don't want to discuss all the FUD around the war. We are just crypto traders, so we want to stick to crypto. And now we can see that what we can expect coming next into the markets. If I open market cipher, we can clearly see that we can still come down to the levels and probably near the trend line, or at least come down around 45,000 will be a very good correction as well. But overall, we look very, very good. We have EMAs reaching already, so that is a good sign. Even one EMA is closer to our market prices is a very healthy sign for us, and it's a good correction as well. Like we can see, there was a bearish engulfing candle that just brought us down, had a good correction. Overall, it does look very, very good. And even if you want to get into Ethereum, we can see ETH also expected to come down. It did come down, met our EMA, and now just been trading in this channel. I still do expect it would be a very good healthy correction if we do come down to 3,200, but it still looks good. We know ETH 2.0 is coming, and we also know that there's good volume in ETH throughout these days for past several days now, and that is a very, very good sign for us also. Now if you get into others dominance that we had been following for months now, we can see we went exactly at my point at 16.58%. We got rejected, had a bearish engulfing candle early hours in the morning, and now we are beginning to go back for a retest. Like I always say, a few retests are required to break out of the resistance, like we saw in BTC as well. Now we will see similar channels coming into others dominance as well. Overall, if we look at the dominances for their ones, Luna, AVAX, AXS, ADA, Solana, everything is pumping right now. Obviously ETH, because ETH 2.0 is so close that everybody's very, very bullish on ETH. And now we can clearly see that ETH is breaking out of this cup and handle. So we can expect it to go into very, very high regions of 20, 21, 22%. That would be an amazing sign for Ethereum's ecosystem overall, for whole Ethereum chain. I was watching DXY starting to pump, did go up, keeps getting rejected from 99.425. It's a key zone. Ideally, I would want to have this coming down because it will just make me feel a lot relaxed, but we have to wait. Like I said yesterday as well, we have war going on. A lot of things have changed in the market, so we have to ideally watch the situations. Now, if we look into USDT's dominance, beautifully coming down. We want it to come closer, get to 3.69%. That would be an ideal place, and also break this down. Now, we also had a bullish engulfing candle here, took a flip, but now it's coming back to have a retest. We want that retest so we can have some kind of pump coming into the markets, because as USDT will come down, we clearly know the money will start flowing into the good coins. Now we get into AXS. AXS looks amazing, beautiful. We have to break above 74.84. That would be a very, very bullish sign for us. It did come into our channels, also came back into our box to have a retest. Now it's went up and then again made a good higher low, and now it's again heading upwards. Once it breaks above 74.84, we can be very, very bullish about it. And like we can see, there's a massive cup and handle in play here as well. We can expect this to break out and bring us into $100 to $80 ranges. That will be a very, very good sign. Overall, whenever the market comes into 40,000, 47,000 ranges, we begin to see good pumps coming, good upsides coming in our altcoins, and that is a very, very good sign for us that we have begun to see that. Now we get into AR. We can clearly see that this was our signal that we wanted AR to go and hit its downtrend line, which was on the weekly. We did exactly do that, and now we are just been sideways, went down, made a correction at 36.59, wick there, and now we're beginning to go for another retest. We're gonna break above this and get into our resistance zones of $44.59. That would be a very, very healthy sign for us, and we would want some kind of big volume to be coming here. As we can see continuously, there's very good volume in AR. That's the reason I prefer AR over Filecoin. A lot of people ask me, why do you promote AR so much over Filecoin? Because it has good volume, it has investors interest, and it is a blockchain storage protocol. Now we get into Solana. We can clearly see this was our Solana's 4-hour downtrend. We did take an entries here. We had beautiful upside coming. We had one correction, then we had second correction, bounced perfectly from our zone 1, and now it's heading towards the resistance. Ideally, if we have continuously have good volume coming into Solana, we would expect Solana to break this apart and head above our resistance. Also made a beautiful cup and handle here, made a lot of several things, but obviously sometimes pattern don't complete. We really need to depend on volume while having good upside coming, because all these coins have just haven't broken the downtrend, weekly downtrend. So we would ideally want them to break the weekly downtrend to really become bullish on them. Now we look into Atom. We discussed Atom also yesterday. We expected Atom to remain sideways. We did expect some kind of pump to come, but it hadn't come. Now we can expect it to now do something like that and obviously get into its resistance, which is at $33. Volume is certainly lacking in Atom, so hopefully volume is gonna come here. We always know that smart money moves from layer by layer. Now we get into AVAX. We're expecting good upside to be coming in AVAX as well. We had a massive resistance on 4-hourly on 92.50. Then it came back completely in our zones, and now it's bouncing back from our zones, trying to build support around the same line that we wanted it to do. It's taking some kind of bounce from there. Volume had come here, so ideally it looks very, very bullish as well. For us, the next zone has to be $101. We are expecting it to go there. If it does go there, we can upgrade our sizes and portion of our contracts. That is going to be very, very good position for us also, because everybody's very bullish on it. We discussed yesterday as well. Subnet is launching on it, which is a massive thing for a blockchain to do. Now we get into EGLD. We had been discussing EGLD for past several days now, making a massive cup and handle. We did expect it to come to 204 levels. Did come here. Overall looks very, very beautiful, still in trend. Volume is also very, very decent in EGLD. So I still expect EGLD to go higher and head upwards. About $300 to $250 certainly is coming on EGLD. So if you don't have an EGLD, you must get some EGLD. Now we can discuss Phantom. Phantom is continuously going on this uptrend line, which looks beautiful and has been trading along it. Didn't see any correction coming into it. So ideally, I would want Phantom to come back into slowly come back into trend. That would be a very good sign for us. First come back into trend, then come back into the support levels that we lost after Andre left Phantom. So that would be a very good plus sign for us as well there. Overall, market had become a bit sideways, had been bumping for days. So now we get into Luna. Luna is the man of the moment. Luna went all the way up to $106 like we saw on crypto bubbles. Now it's just been pretty sideways, did go up, face rejection, and now it's just been sitting at the all-time high. Before we were sitting here, and previously we were at 97.77. I did discuss it's gonna come here and then probably head upwards. It did do that. Overall, it looks very good. If you have Luna, you can start taking some profits if you want to. I'm not taking any profits. I'm very bullish on Luna, and I think I'm gonna hold Luna as much as I can in my life, because now it's already about 3 billion worth of Bitcoin. Obviously, it's gonna be a massive protocol. Now we get into Matic as well. We haven't discussed Matic in days. Matic has broken out of its weekly downtrend line. We can clearly see that here, and now it's just reaching its resistance number 1. So hopefully it's gonna break above this resistance and probably head up to 2.157, and probably we're gonna have a 4-hourly resistance coming somewhere around 1.9 as well. So we have to be cautious about that. Overall, looks very good. Volume is certainly lacking. The next moment we would also get into Rune. Rune had a massive upside. We know when Luna pumps, Rune pumps with it. We did expect it to come and break above our line. It did break above it, had some consolidation, went sideways, faced 1 rejection, 2 rejection on our resistance line, but then it just broke above the resistance line. Is now just trading very well. We do expect some kind of resistance on 4-hourly to be coming at $13, so you have to watch out for that. Good volume came in that brought a good upside. Overall, the volume was certainly lacking for days. Now we have some kind of good volume. Would expect this volume to be coming, or overall maybe the volume will fade away for a while and then it's gonna come back, like it faded here, then the volume came, we had upside, then it faded here, now we had a volume, and now we are being pretty upside. So looks all right. Overall, markets look very good. Now if we get into my support and resistance band chart, we can see that we got rejected exactly from the bull and bear market channel. Every time we hit this channel, we tend to become very bullish or bearish. Even if you want to see that in our daily time frames, we can see that every time we come here, we were in a bear market below this. When we go above that, we have good retest, and then we start a good bull market upsides. So we got rejected from here, which was a very good healthy sign. We would expect that to carry on and then probably can have an upside that we have seen here as well. We went there, we had a correction, and then we had a big upside, then we had another correction, but we made a good higher lows, and then we had a very good upside and we became very bullish, went all the way to 69,000. Overall looks very good. We want to break above this, have some kind of correction, and then pump, because we want to have correction and then pump, correction, pump. That's the formula right now in the market. So that's all for today's video, guys. I hope you liked today's video. If you do, smash the like button, share your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you guys tomorrow. Take care.